I get a lot of questions about this topic in authorship, which would be growing your readership. Now, if you follow me already, you may have heard that I say it takes 3 to 5 books to grow a readership. Why is this? Because it's easier for a reader to hop from one book to another when it's already available. It's harder when someone reads your book and then another year later, another book comes out and they don't think to go back to you. So when you already have a few books out, it is easier to grow your readership, but I do realize that takes time. So there are other ways that you can grow your readership if you don't already have 3 to 5 books out. So one of the first ways is to, when you get a review, make sure you give a huge shout out on social media. Even if you only have 100 followers, taking the time to do a snapshot or a quote, and the reader, even if they follow you, tag them on social media. That is going to go a long way, and it's going to show your appreciation for people leaving reviews and that you are going to recognize them on social media. Another way would be to put your books in free little libraries. This is a resource a lot of people don't even think about. You can actually go on freelittlelibrary.org, I believe it is, or .com, and you can search free little libraries in your area. They register with a number and they actually show you a map of where it's located. And once you put books in there, post it on social media and tell people you just put a bunch of books in there. And I know it's cost out of your pocket, but you have a bigger gain if someone that doesn't shop on Amazon or wouldn't find your book otherwise finds your book in a free little library. I personally put my backup superhero series in a free little library, and someone in my area found my book and actually has appeared at several of my book events and came up to tell me, hey, when's your next book coming out? I am so glad I found you in this free little library. And that has meant so much. And then the third way I would say is to partner with bookstores, shops, or libraries in your area to try to get your books placed in there. Independent bookstores are probably going to be your best bet if you're self-published. A lot of big box stores like BAM or Barnes & Noble really want people that can do wholesales, and if you can't do that, that might not be an option for you. I know personally in my area, I have like 7 little bookstores that I could have an option to put my book in. I have partnered with one before. It didn't exactly work out. And then I think they're more of a niche bookstore. And my book just didn't fit into their niche, I would say. But I did have a book that I thought would work better. And when I went back to try to see if I could partner with them again, their terms had changed and it was like they wanted 20% stocking fee, and it didn't seem like a great. So just pay attention that when you do partner with somebody that you're paying attention to all the things that go in the deal. As far as shops, there's tons of shops, like say your book is in a certain niche, like you do trains, like is there a museum in our area? Like if I had a book about trains, I live in an area where there's Stroudsburg Railroad in Lancaster, PA, and I could technically go to the museum and say, hey, would you be interested in carrying my book in your museum shop? So thinking outside the box like that can also help you grow your readership because you're going to find your audience in those places. Libraries are a little harder. You can try to see if they have local author events, see if they would accept your book into their catalog. Usually they have you submit a copy of your book and they'll look through it, deem if it's acceptable. If it's not, they might put it in their library book sale. They might return it to you. Usually don't, I haven't gone through this process as much. I do have one book, Dandelion, in the Lancaster Library public system that went through Lit's public library, but they've also been very supportive of indie authors. So I can't speak too much on this, but there are ways to grow your readership without if you don't have a lot of books. You just need to think creatively and think outside the box.